Okay, let's have a look at our worksheet 4. Okay, so we have what we call surface area calculations now. So basically the surface area is the area of the surface of a shape. Now in this case here we have a wedge shape object that's been flattened out. So all the sides I've actually numbered. So that's side 1, side 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this area 5 or side 5 would fold up along that line. Okay. Now I've actually written in a few missing dimensions. So because this whole side folds up, it would line up with this edge here. So the length of this one would need to also be 13. So we know that when that edge folds in would line up with this edge. So if this one is 5, then that one must be 5. This length here must be 10 because that's your overall length or width of this particular box. So that must be 5 because that's 5. And we know that one's 13 from the other side. And then that edge there must be 12. So to calculate the surface area of this particular shape, we need to add area 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 together. Interestingly, area 2 and 4 are the same. So we can basically multiply 2 by 2 or 4 by 2 to make it easier calculation. Okay, so the area of 1 will be 10 times 5, or if you remember from your formulas in previous time, so the area will be the width times the length. Area 2 is a half base times height. So in this case here it is a half times 12, and h being the perpendicular height will be 5. Area 3 will be width times the length. In this case here it is, I'm just going to say 12 times 10. Area 4 is the same as area 2, triangle, so it's a half times the base times the height, which is a half times 12 times the perpendicular height of 5. Area 5, that's another rectangle, so it's width times length. So in this case here it was going to be 13 times 10. It doesn't really matter if I had 10 times 13 or 13 times 10, you get the same answer. Okay, now, so the overall area will be all those combined. So it will be 10 times 5, which is area 1, plus a half times 12 times 5, which is area 2, plus 12 times 10, which is area 3, plus a half times 12 times 5, which is area 4, plus the last one, 13 times 10. So that's area 1, area 2, area 3, area 4, and area 5. Using our calculator now, and I'm going to use the brackets function. So it's 10 times 5 brackets plus a half times 12 times 5. That's not going to work. I'll do that again. Brackets 10 times 5 plus brackets 0.5 times 12 times 5, close brackets, plus open brackets 12 times 10, close brackets, plus brackets 0.5 times Now I could have simply added or multiplied the area 2 by 2 to get that one, but I did it all separately, plus the last one, which is 13 times 10, close brackets, equals. So the overall surface area of this shape is 360 millimetres squared. So if you needed to paint that, you'd know how much paint to purchase. Okay, question, or the next question, which is question B. Okay, as you can see, surface area calculations are quite lengthy. I'll do the same thing again. I'm going to call that area 1, area 2, area 3, area 4, area 5, area 6. So the total area will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. Okay, so area 1 is width times the length. So in this case here it is 8 times 6. Area 2 looks like it's a square. Now these lines indicate that they are all the same length. So this area here will be L squared, which is 5 times 5. That square and that square are the same. Area 3 is a rectangle and looks like it's that there is 5 and that will be 8. So the area of that will be a rectangle, W times L, which is 8 times 5. Area 4 is another square the same as 2. So the area of that one will be L squared, which is 5 times 5, or 5 squared. Area 5 is another rectangle. So we know that that is 6 because we've got the two lines there, so those two sides are the same. So that and that is 6, so that and that would be 6. Because when that folds up, that edge meets up with that edge, that has to be 6. So area equals W times L, so in this case here it is 8 times 6. Area 6. That shows me that it's the same as those sides there, so it's got to be a 5 there. Obviously that will be 8, so that was 6. So area 6 is another rectangle, W times L, which is 8 times 5. It doesn't matter if you have these numbers around the other way, you'll get the same answer. So the overall area, I'll move this camera down a little bit, will be 1, which is 8 times 6, plus 2, which is 5 times 5, plus 3, which is 8 times 5, plus 4, which is 5 times 5, plus 5, which is 8 times 6, and area 6, which is 8 times 5. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, using our calculator now, I'm going to do it all in one go with brackets. So we have 8 times 6, close brackets, plus 5 times 5, plus 8 times 5, plus another 5 times 5, plus 8 times 6, plus 8 times 5, close bracket. So the overall surface area of this particular shape is 226 square, and the units are metres.